So today's workshop is about creating these Polaroid cards. They've been taking pictures around Southsea Skatepark, and then on the inside write a message of welcome for refugees in Portsmouth to try and welcome them to the area, or they can draw a little picture. We then display them on lines, peg them to some bunting, and then they'll be used in a banner at the Journeys festival in October. One big banner saying, welcome from Southsea Skatepark. I'm a photographer and I work on long-term documentary projects, and my most recent work is Lingering Ghosts. It's probably my first real long-term project. I graduated 4 years ago from documentary photography in South Wales in Newport, and started the project whilst at uni, left it for a year, and then carried it on, and it's been published and exhibited around Europe since. And it's exploring how asylum seekers in the UK are affected by long periods of waiting for refugee status. When you apply to live in the UK, you have to go through the Home Office and they decide whether or not you're allowed in or not. But they can be very unfair, unfortunately. So they have a thing called the hostile environment, and they try and make it as difficult as possible to live here. Now I have to scratch their faces now because they don't want their faces to be seen. I've met all of them, yeah.
Is there people that 50 Wait, did they have a choice to have their big telescope out of this apartment?
That's a good question. Some of them did want them shown,
Put a telescope.
and some, but the reason I scratched them out is because I want to show how confusing and frustrating it is for them. So I want to show how they feel through the picture. But yeah, normally they get like £36 a week, I think it is, and then you have to live off that. And you also get.
I could live off that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's harder than you think.
That's more than my pocket money.
There you go. It's not bad, is it? However, if you have, they sometimes put you in places where you have to travel, and you have to sign on every 2 weeks.
But when you think about it,
and then that alone costs like £10.
£36 a week. Yeah, but you have to pay. Say you have 5 people in your 5-6 people in your family. That would be really hard to live with £36 with.
It's hard, yeah.
You have to pay for
You cannot do that with 36.
Yeah, that's £36.
Yeah, which is it sounds okay, but when you live on that for 7 years, 5 years, you're just fed up. You can't. You're so bored because you can't work. You couldn't go to the skate park every day. You couldn't afford it. So, all you need really is a picture, preferably card, or just a piece of paper that you fold. So, in this case we have, I think this is an A5 card. You just fold it in half. You put dots in either side of the picture's corners, so 4. So each corner, you cut a little slit, slot the picture inside, and then write your message, and yeah, it's done. Simple.